stepmom installed cameras in my bedroom for safety, then live-streamed me sleeping to hundreds of strangers. When I begged my dad to believe me, to just look at the site himself, he rubbed his temples and said, "She's a licensed therapist. You're just confused." I didn't say a word. That was 4 months ago. This morning, she was crying in a courthouse hallway, clutching a revoked medical license. My mom died giving birth to my baby sister. Neither of them made it. I was 17, standing in the hospital hallway when they told us, watching my dad collapse against the wall. 6 months later, he married Patricia, his grief counselor. She moved in with her bright pink throw pillows and her psychology degrees, talking about healthy healing environments while boxing up mom's things. Patricia started her campaign immediately. Teen boys process grief through anger, she'd tell dad over dinner, watching me cut my steak. We need to be proactive about safety. Dad nodded along, still hollow-eyed, desperate for someone to tell him how to fix us. Within weeks, she'd convinced him I was a ticking time bomb. Statistics show boys who lose their mothers violently often develop aggressive tendencies, she'd say, rubbing his shoulder while I sat right there. The cameras came first. For everyone's protection, Patricia explained, installing them in my bedroom, the hallway, even facing my bathroom door. Dad helped her mount them, avoiding my eyes. Next, she locked up my baseball equipment, my hockey gear, even my old skateboard. Potential weapons, she called them. My bedroom door lock disappeared overnight. No secrets in a healing household. Dad started flinching when I moved too quickly, keeping Patricia between us like a shield. I'd reach for the salt and he'd tense up. I'd walk into a room and he'd find reasons to leave. I started sleeping in my closet to avoid the cameras, using my backpack as a pillow. But I never missed visiting mom's grave on Saturdays. I'd bike 8 miles each way, bringing fresh daisies, her favorites. I'd tell her about Patricia's latest interventions, about how dad looked at me like I was dangerous. Patricia redecorated obsessively, painting every wall bright pink because color psychology promotes calm in troubled minds. She threw out mom's reading chair, her recipe books, even the quilt grandma made. Holding on to the past prevents healing, she'd say, replacing everything with her modern, sterile furniture. Patricia monitored everything, my phone, my laptop, my school emails. She'd read my texts aloud at dinner, analyzing them for concerning patterns. When I complained, she'd touch dad's arm and remind him about teenage male volatility statistics. I helped her redecorate, carried her boxes, smiled when she introduced me as her special project to her colleagues. I played the grateful stepson while dying inside, because fighting back would only prove her point. Senior year, I applied to mom's alma mater in secret, using the school library computers. When the acceptance letter arrived, Patricia got to it first. That night at dinner, she placed it on the table like evidence. College would be too stressful, she announced. Environmental changes can trigger violent episodes in at-risk youth. Dad stared at his plate. "What do you think?" I asked him directly. He glanced at Patricia. "Patricia knows best. She's the professional." She smiled, tearing my acceptance letter in half. "We'll look into online programs. More structured, safer." I broke that night. My friend Craig found me at the park late at night, on the swings where mom used to push me. He took me to his house, let me crash on his couch. The next day, everything shattered. Craig pulled me aside after school, his face pale. "Dude, you need to see this." He showed me his phone. A website was pulled up that had videos of me in my room, changing clothes, sleeping, time stamped from Patricia's cameras. The site was subscription-based, with hundreds of paying viewers, live stream schedules, comment sections full of requests. I threw up in Craig's bathroom. We decided together it would be best to break into my old home and find more evidence against her, and then go to the police. Patricia's laptop history showed she'd been posting the videos for months. Her psychology notes were actually fantasy scenarios viewers requested. Troubled teen strips down after nightmare. Angry boy works out shirtless. Each video